everyone. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the likes, subscribing, commenting. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm just so grateful for you. Thank you for loving yourself, healing yourself, honoring yourself, shining your light so bright. Thank you. Thank you for all that you are and all that you're here doing here on earth. You're so loved, appreciated, supported, and protected. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Eternal gratitude for you. My name is Nicole. Let's talk about what we're talking about today. Let's pick a card. We are going to talk about building with your ancestors. Your ancestors, the ancestors have been really the collective, they've been coming through, like give another ancestor reading, but talk about building. Getting more specific about what is it that they want you to build. What is it they want you to know about building your legacy, building generational wealth, building a stable family, firm foundation for your family. Getting really clear and specific, or a bit clearer and specific as to what it is that you're here to build with your family and the journey with that, okay? Pile 1. We have the Swan spirit and time for a deep dive, okay? Pile 2, Armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. And pile 3, Turkey spirit, give with grace, give with gratitude and grace, okay? Timestamps are linked below. If you feel called to choose more than one pile, that is okay too. There are no rules here. Trust yourself. Trust your inner guidance, okay? Thank you so much. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that information is below as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Let's talk about this. Okay, Swan spirit, time for a deep dive. Okay, so build with your ancestors. Your ancestors want for you to really dive deep on what it is that you want to build. I hear chatter out here in the hallway. So some of you may be a little confused about what it is you want to build, or you may just need some clarity, or you may just be lacking the direction. Okay, so the intention with this reading is to give you the clarity that you need from your ancestors. But the ancestors are asking you to dive deep. That means that you're going to be doing something that's never been done before for your family. Okay, you're going to be diving deep. You're going to be diving deeper into your family's roots, and maybe getting to know more about your family in order to build, getting more information on your lineage, getting more information on your heritage, getting more information about maybe some things from your ancestors, some things that have been tried before but they didn't work or they failed for whatever reason. It's going to be a deep dive, and for some of you this may be very emotional. It may be something that it feels like it's erupting within you, it's taking a lot out of you. But it's also with the swan here. The swan is known to be a very beautiful creature, very majestic, okay? So this is also focusing on your own beauty as well, and your beauty within the lineage, and your beauty within this journey. Now let's find out some more. Okay, the devil, 3 of Swords, Princess of Wands. So that's Page of Wands. The Sun, 4 of Pentacles, and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so you have also a spirit animal, a swan, a dog, and a brown bear. Okay, that's just a side note. So those energies are also prominent for your reading. build with your ancestors. Your ancestors want to bring your family. They want you and your family, or they want you to bring. Many of you are like what would be called like a chosen one. You've been chosen from your ancestors to create a different direction for your lineage, okay? And many of you, your lineage has been, in chains, tied down, whether it was emotional baggage, emotional struggles, physical struggles, mental struggles. It doesn't matter. There's been this energy of being tied down, trapped, chained, okay? These things could have manifested through addictions. They could have manifested through debt, physical debt, poverty, all types of things, okay? There's been a lot of physical restraints, mental restraints, emotional restraints. Your ancestors want you to come out of that. Your ancestors want to free you and your family and the lineage, okay? This lineage has not really seen freedom. And again, your lineage could have seen, let's just say, your lineage has seen material wealth, physical freedom, like financial freedom, okay? Let's say that you've achieved that. But mentally, there's still traps. Emotionally, there's traps, there's chains, and I see 333 on the clock here. Things like that. There's still some type of chains and restraints here that your ancestors are trying to release and remove, and they're trying to help you build freedom for the next generation and more generations to come, and the generation that is here right now, which is you and even previous generations. Because when you're doing that type of work, it frees up previous generations as well, where they may not feel the level of freedom you feel, but they feel better. They feel some type of freedom. But they also, that energy penetrates. It moves. It moves through the generations, okay? So the ancestors are trying to help you to build past the heartbreak, build past the pain. There's a lot of like guilt, sadness, regret, bitterness. A lot of that energy exists within your lineage, and it exists within it really, this pain and guilt and bitterness and things like that and baggage cause a lot of limitations, setbacks, and restraints, okay? And again, many of you have a royal lineage. Like, even if your family may not feel royal, like, it's like that energy is trying to come out. That energy is trying to be unveiled. And a lot of it is being unveiled through you. Some of you have a spiritual lineage as well that's coming through. What do I mean by that? Your spiritual lineage is like your lineage from your spiritual team, and it's also like your lineage from like past lives as well. That you still feel that energy, but you're in a different family this lifetime. You know what I mean? Like, our families change, even though soul to soul we have these connections. You have like soul connections that maybe in the spiritual realm that aren't in existence right now here on planet Earth. That's still your family, that may be like spiritually high ranking, that are trying to help you and support you. So many of you have that royal lineage, you have that royal background, and it's like that energy is coming through from you, or it's trying to come through, and that's your ancestors trying to really help you to ground that energy. They really want you to ground in your own regal royal nature. They really want you to see yourself as royalty. They really want you to see yourself as abundant. They really want you to see yourself past the limitations, the mental struggles. Some of you could have been mental health challenges. It could have been addictions. And maybe it hasn't been for you, but maybe it was your parents. Or maybe, again, it's just within your lineage, within the bloodline. Maybe it's grandparents. They want you to see yourself, see the expansiveness of your soul, see the expansiveness of, because it's like they want to help you build it, but it's like they're coming through saying they can only do so much. They can help give you ideas. They can help, they'll support you, they protect you, they help to guide you. But it's like if you don't see it for yourself, if you don't see yourself as abundant, if you don't see yourself as free, if you don't see yourself as fearless, if you don't see yourself as royalty, they can't make you see it. They could tell you all day long. Like my mom used to always say, like, she used to always say the saying, oh, you can't make a, what is it? You could bring the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink it. It's kind of like that energy. Like they could tell you your royalty all day long, but if you don't believe it and you don't see it, if you don't see yourself as abundant, if you don't believe these things, then it's like, it's only going to go but so far. Okay. And it's kind of like they want you to see that and they want you to know that. They want you to know that these ideas that you have, these gifts that you have, these talents that you have, they're not just from nowhere. They're from your soul, but they're also from your spiritual family. And it's like they wouldn't give you these downloads or these ideas or these moments of inspiration if they felt like you could not execute it, or not execute it, but if they felt like you couldn't carry these things out, if you could not actualize these things, okay? If they trust you way more than you're trusting yourself. And so they want you to see past these illusions, see past these addictions and these restraints and things like that, and see yourself as you can do anything, you can be anything. And you are so abundant. Now let's get some more. Okay, let's find out more. Sorry if you can hear in the background. It sounds like they're vacuuming in the hallway. For some of you, I feel like there is like this level of you have like a lot of distractions around you, and it could be clouding your judgment, or it just could be a difficult time for you to think right now clearly, as clear as they want you to be thinking. And right now is a good time to go into nature and get grounded, to really unplug and get grounded, and to remove the mental clutter that you may be experiencing right now, because I'm getting distracted by this vacuuming noise. And so it could be just like a lot going on. All right, now let's find out what else. Go with the flow. Now, this is what they want you to build on, okay? Focus on children. Be an open channel. Take time out. Find your voice. Okay. So, what do they want you to focus on? Oh, thank God. Okay. They want you to focus on going with the flow. They want you to build on that. They want you to build on not having to force anything, using the energy and what the resources available and the things available to support you, and going with the flow. They want you to be in a flow. They don't want you to be locked into anyone's perceptions. They don't want you to be locked into public opinion. They don't want you to be locked into what are people going to say? How are people going to look at you? You know, they don't want you to be locked in it. They want you to be totally free and in a flow. Flowing with the energy, flowing with the inspiration, flowing with the ideas, flowing with the resources available to do the things that you are here to do, to actualize these things, to bring these things to life. Many of you get a lot of different ideas, you get a lot of downloads, and you start to doubt yourself. When you doubt the inspiration that you receive with the ideas, you feel like maybe you don't have what it takes, or you feel like, how is this going to happen? You know, how are you supposed to invent this or make this or create this when your life looks like this? You know, you get caught up in the details. And there's nothing wrong with focusing in on the details, but it's like some things they're saying, let us handle that. Let us take care of that part. You flow with this. You flow with the energy. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You flow with, learning, researching, reading, creating, whatever it is, you flow with that, okay? They want you to focus on the children. They want you to multiply. They want you to be abundant. There's a lot about being abundant here, and like seeing yourself as an abundant individual, and seeing yourself as like, some of you may be feeling like you want to have a child or you want more children, but you feel like you can't afford it. They don't want you to focus in on things like that. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I'm in the real world, Nicole, and that is a real life issue. And yes, of course it is. But the ancestors are saying, they're like, Whether you want to have more children or whether you want a child or whatever the situation is, they want you to focus in on the children. They want you to put that energy and time in developing the children that you have or the children of the family, because the children are the next up. So they want you to have children. They want you to focus in on the children. They want you to focus in on nurturing the children, on programming healthy beliefs into the children, programming beliefs of freedom, beliefs of abundance, beliefs of you can do anything, you can be anything, you can expand on anything. They want you to completely program the children differently. And when I say program, I don't mean this in a negative way, okay? I mean this in the most positive way of instilling these values and morals in the children so they can carry on, and they'll teach the next generation and the next generation, and it will continue to repeat. But this is of the light, this is of positivity, this is of freedom and abundance, okay? So they really want you to focus on that. And there's a big thing around nurturing the children, loving on them. Really, and it doesn't matter whether they're a baby, it doesn't matter whether they're 15, giving them that nurturance and that love so they know who they are, and they take that with them on their journey, and they remember that. And they'll do the same thing with their children. It's about building a new foundation here. They want you to be an open channel. They want you to connect with them. They want you to let them help you. They want you to allow them to help you. They want you to allow them to guide you. They want you to allow them to show you how abundant you are, show you how free you are, show you how expansive you're meant to be, and the type of things that you will do for this family. They want you to find your voice and build on that. They want you to build on truth, build on authenticity, build on values, build on core beliefs, build on what is right, purity, divinity, but finding your own voice in that. It's a lot about allow us to help you, allow us to guide you, allow us to support you, allow us to show you. It's like, there again, they're saying we can only do but so much. If you don't allow it, we can't do it. So it's about being open to that and being open to them guiding you. And they also want you to build on, again, that flow energy, taking a break, taking a vacation, taking time out. There's also this energy of building on traditions and building on a firm foundation that's going to stay for lifetimes. Like, there may be something, let's just say it's like something special you're going to start doing with the children, the birthdays in the family or something like that. Building on that. So again, the next generation, they're going to do it and they're going to add to it. And it's just like these things are going to continue to repeat, but it's built on something steady, firm, free, and abundant. Now let's find out, what is it that they want you to release right now, okay? What are they asking for you to release as you build? Okay, Asia, finances, transportation, lessons, and blessings. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, what do they want you to release? They want you to release any type of self-limiting beliefs around finances. There's a lot, again, around it. Many of you, the past generations, may have struggled with scarcity. They may have struggled with money. They may have struggled with lessons around money, lessons around abundance, not feeling like, losing faith in blessings, losing faith in miracles, kind of like abiding by the belief of you have to go out and work yourself down to the ground in order to have anything. There may be a lot of that going on here. And it's like your ancestors are asking you to believe, to have faith that you can have an amazing life at any age and still be so abundant and enjoy life. Like, they want you to enjoy life. They want you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. They want you to enjoy your abundance, and they want you to enjoy your family and friends and your loved ones. And you can enjoy life without being in retirement. Most of the time, the belief around the collective that we have is you don't enjoy life until you retire. And retirement is now being pushed back into people are like 70 and 75 and 80 when they retire now. So it's like people are holding on to this belief that they work themselves in the ground. You know, they only get 2 weeks off a year. They work themselves to death. And they finally retire at 70 and they only live for like another 5 to 10 years. You know, this is a collective belief that it's time to release. And the ancestors are trying to show you that, hey, you're going to enjoy life at 30. You're going to enjoy life at 25. You're going to enjoy life at 50. Like, they want you to know that you can enjoy your abundance and expansion and still build and enjoy life now. So they want you to release any beliefs around scarcity, your abundance, freedom, and money. Okay? They want you to believe in miracles. They want you to believe and have faith in like your journey, and release any negativity or pain or resentment around your parents or your parents' parents or former generations, and like feeling like, you know, you've been, you know, things have been passed on down to you, that you're here to transmute things and anger around that. And like, oh, if, you know, my parents had dealt with that, that I wouldn't have to deal with it. You know, any anger you have around that, any anger you have around learning lessons and your experiences and your journey, any anger, any resentment, any bitterness, any pain, guilt, regret. They want you to release all of that, and they want you to see the lessons and the things that you've been experiencing and the things that you've been doing, whether you've been alchemizing situations, transmuting, you know, you may be transmuting family karma, you know, different lessons that your grandparents, they didn't learn, and you're now learning it. You may be transmuting a lot, and they want you to release any anger around that, any feelings of resentment around that. They also want for you to release any fear of change, any fear of movement, any fear of moving in the direction that they're guiding you to go into. For some of you, they may be guiding you to move to a different place, or they may be guiding you to start a new journey doing this, or move in this direction, or not fear this movement in this direction. And you may be, you know, getting that guidance, and you may fear it. You may feel uneasy. You may feel like you don't think you have what it takes. They want you to let that go. They want you to know that they're guiding you in this direction, that they're showing you something, or they're giving you the idea, the download, the clarity, that they believe in you, that they trust you, and they know you have what it takes. So they're asking you not to get in your own way, and not to fear change, and not to fear where the journey is taking you. Okay? And they're letting you know, again, allow them. Allow them to help you. Allow them to support you. Allow them to guide you. And let's get your final messages. Take the lead. Think on your feet. Be fearless and bold, and lay a solid foundation. So this is what we've been saying. You know, they're really guiding you on laying a solid foundation, laying a firm, solid foundation that's unbreakable, that's built off of authenticity, honesty, purity, divinity, what is right, you know, moral beliefs, miracles, the beliefs in having that faith and that love, you know, building the foundation on that unconditional love, you know, and allowing your ancestors to guide you. Excuse me. Some of you may be having throat chakra clearing right now. Your throat chakra may be clearing out, you know, to help support you on this journey. Okay? So right now you're being asked to think on your feet. You're being asked to think quickly. You may be asked to make some quick decisions. You may be asked to really trust yourself, trust this journey, trust your gut, trust your intuition, because you may have to think really fast, very strategic. And it's like your first thought, your first inclination, that's your intuition. So when you think on your feet and following your inner guidance, you could think fast and trust yourself. Trust yourself. Some of you are going to be asked again to make some quick decisions, and it may feel like a succession of decisions that you have to make very rapidly. So you're being asked to trust that. You're being asked to take the lead, take the leadership position, take the lead in your family, take the lead in your life. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your leadership. Trust that you have what it takes. You've already been chosen. It's time to choose yourself, okay? And trust yourself. Finally, be fearless and bold. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to be fearless. It's time for you to be bold. It's time for you to be courageous and trust yourself. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Honor yourself, love yourself, cherish yourself. Please be proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you. Continue to shine your light. Continue to be the leader. Continue to lay that solid foundation. Be true to yourself and authentic. Love and accept yourself. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. My name is Nicole. Let's get into this, okay? Set healthy boundaries. Okay, build with your ancestors. Your ancestors want for you to set healthy boundaries, okay? As you're building, many of you are already building, okay? Not everyone here. I'm getting like a mixed bag. I'm getting both. Some of you are starting to build, but some of you have already been building, okay? Like you're already making strides in building generational wealth or building some type of legacy or, building. You're already working with your ancestors. You're already in tune with your ancestors, okay? But they want you to set healthy boundaries because some of you, what I'm getting is your ancestors are coming through saying that they want to give you more abundance, but they're saying that right now they can't give you certain levels of abundance because you have to have better boundaries because some of the people or the situations or whatever is going on, these boundaries are not in place in order to allow you to have certain levels of abundance because they're not going to allow certain people or certain energies drain your abundance, what's meant for your lineage, what's meant for your family, what's meant for your legacy. So they're like, you need to set some better boundaries in order to receive more higher levels of abundance because they're just not having it. Okay, let's get some more. Many of you, your ancestors are just not having it. I'm gonna be honest, they're coming through very stern, very focused, very determined. Many of you are very in tune with your ancestors. You talk to your ancestors. You have an altar, or you just spend time with your ancestors, or you listen. There's a feminine energy here, a mother, grandmother, great grandmother here. They're very on you about this legacy, on you about building, on you about what they want for your family. Okay, and a lot of this has to do with your legacy, your traditions, your values, and the type of precedents that you're going to set for your children and generations to come. Many of you are the leader of your family, and you probably already know this. Let's get some more. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Wow, okay. 2 of Swords, the Tower. Wow. I don't think I've ever paid attention to this card. Excuse me. Wow, this is really deep. Wow, this is so deep. Goodness, this was really powerful. Okay, and Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay. So build with your ancestors, okay? Your ancestors are really aligning you to have the 10 of Cups, okay? And 10 of Cups in tarot is like ultimate fulfillment, like emotional fulfillment. It's like family fulfillment, family happiness, joy, success. They're aligning you to equally receive what you put out, okay? They're aligning you to be able to give and receive in balance and in harmony. But they're saying, again, it's going to take these boundaries. Some of you are just way too generous and you're not receiving back what you should. And it's because you don't have proper boundaries. You don't have proper boundaries and there's blockages within. Basically, like there's issues with like you feeling like for some of you you're giving too much because there's some type of guilt or there's some type of regret or there's some type of blockage or energy within the heart space that's saying you need to give in order to receive love. And your ancestors are trying to alert you to know that's not how you, like, you don't have to give in order to receive love, okay? They want you to do this in balance. They want this to be a harmonious balance that you give and you receive in balance, but not giving in order to get, not giving in order to receive love, or not giving in order to please or to help someone feel good, or, like, I hope that makes sense, okay? It's kind of like you give from that place, from that divine place, but you know that when you give to that situation or that person, that you will receive back, and you don't have to question it, and you don't have to do it in order to get it back. Like, it's going to come back, and it's going to come back in a healthy way. Okay, your ancestors want for you to build, like, many of you, your ancestors, this is like ancestors here on earth, but it's also like spiritual ancestors coming through. So these ancestors may be from like past lives that you've had. Like, many of you are very highly evolved souls. You're very old souls. So you have ancestors in the spiritual realm, like ancient ancestors for some of you that are coming through, that they're like partiers. And I don't mean that like in a bad way. That's not bad at all. Like, they like to have fun. They like to socialize. They like to eat. They like to drink, and they like to celebrate. Okay. So it's like they want you to celebrate more. They want you to have more social gatherings. They want you to have more, like, many of you, your ancestors see you as this, they want you to build, like, they see your legacy being huge. Many of you have a huge legacy here, okay? So it's like they want you to entertain. They want you to have this prominence around, like you have this notoriety around your social gatherings. They almost, like, I'm getting Great Gatsby vibes here. Like, they want you to, not to say like you're having parties every day or every other week or whatever, but it's like they want it to be like, people, when they talk about you and your legacy, they talk about your social gatherings, they talk about your entertainment, they talk about how you entertain, they talk about like your dinner parties, they talk about like how, like, um how to just, they throw the best parties. Like, many of you, like, your ancestors are like supporting you to build this like social network, this social gathering. Like, this is like big. They want this to be a big part of your legacy. And it's kind of like this energy where it's like people come, it's like you're a prominent figure, where it's like people come to your home or they come to wherever you have these gatherings at, and they know that this is going to be a moment for networking. They know that this is going to be a moment for like great food and like drinks and like dancing and fun, but it's also like a moment to, like, leaders connect, or people in the community connect, or people in the same industry connect. But like, coming from a healthy place, not from a place where it's like, we know what goes on at those parties, not like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, oh yes, Pao2 has like the best parties. There's something with that. There's something about, they want you to have like annual gatherings, and like for everyone to just have a good time. And it's like, some of you may be like, well, I don't know if I want to be spending money on that. And so your ancestors are like, look, we got you. They're like, you may not be able to see it yet, but we got you. And we're going to show you how you being this prominent figure with that is going to create even more wealth and abundance for you, because this is part of your legacy. And it's something about you doing these annual gatherings that your next generation, they're going to continue to build on that. And it's about the traditions, and it's about moving these things through the generations, because many of you, it's like, your ancestors and your ancient ancestors used to throw incredible parties. Some of you have connections to ancient Egypt here. Some of you have connections to the Roman era, the Greek era, okay? And it's like, that was the thing. You know what I mean? Gatherings, that was like the thing. There's connections here with other places in Africa here as well. So it's like, they want you to be that person. They want you to be like, yeah, everyone talks about your gatherings. Okay, What else here? They also want you to build on your options of, like, there's something here about your love life. Some of you may be married. Some of you may not be married yet, but you want to be married. It's kind of like for some of you, they want you to settle down. For some of you, they want for you to strengthen your bond within your marriage, or decide if this is really the person that you want to continue to be with. Because some of you may be like, you don't know if you really want to still be with this person, or you don't know which direction you want to go in. They want you to make they want you to make a decision on that. And they want for you to know that, like, you'll be supported with whatever decision you make. So it's something about your love life as well. It's like, make a decision on whether you're ready to settle down, or make a decision whether you want to continue to build with this person, or you want to go your separate ways and build in a new direction. But they want you to know that you're supported and you have more options than you think. So they don't want you to think that, like, if you're not happy with this person that you've been building with, that you have to continue on this road. Because some of you have ancestors coming through saying that that's what they did. They settled. They didn't really want to be with the person that they were with, but they just settled because of social economic circumstances is what's really coming through. And they're letting you know that you don't have to do that. They don't want you to settle. And they want you to know that, like, if you're going to be in a blended family situation, this is not for everyone. Again, take what resonates. If you're going to be in a blended family situation, or you may divorce someone, or you may move into a different direction with your love life, they want you to know that you're fully supported. They are fully supporting you because they trust you. Because some of you are meant to make some type of decision. Whether you're going to stay with the person that you've been with, whether you're going to move in a new direction, or whether you're going to say, okay, I don't want to be single anymore. I'm going to settle down. I'm ready to build with someone. Whatever this is, you're going to be making a decision. And for some of you, this may be coming up soon, where you're going to feel that pressure from your ancestors to make that decision. And that's why this Tower card is here, because some of you may be divorcing someone that you've been with for years. Okay? And that's going to be a huge shift. It's going to be a huge change. And some of you may be fearful of that, but they want you to honor the truth. They want you, because it's like, they want you to know, like, let's just say, for example, you've been with someone for, like, married for like 10 years, and you want to divorce, and you're afraid of losing money, or you're afraid of, like, how is this going to be perceived by the public? How is the family? So many different fears that come up. They want you to know that you're supported. Whatever it is that you decide is your decision. They don't want anyone to make that decision for you. Some of you may be wanting to settle down with someone that people may not like, or people may judge, or people may judge your connection. They want you to make the decision that's true to you and authentic to you. And yes, it's going to be a big change. Yes, it's going to feel like, for some of you, feel like everything's going to collapse. Everything may fall apart. Everything is going to be different, but you have their support, and you have more options than you realize. And if you are afraid of losing money, they're saying, don't be afraid of that. That's only what you make it. And again, I know you may be thinking, like, oh, it's easy for you to say that, Nicole. No, I'm channeling this, number one. And number two, they're coming through saying, like, they got you. They don't want you to settle. They don't want you to feel stuck. They don't want you unhappy, because they're like, if you're not happy, you're not able to build your legacy on the truth, build your legacy on something authentic, build your legacy on something real. And that's what they want you to build your legacy on, because in the past, that wasn't done by the previous generations. They either felt stuck, or they settled, or they weren't happy, or they were miserable. Okay, let's find out what else. Okay, be thankful. Now, this is what they want you to build on. Okay, earth magic, whole self health, explore your creative side, and open to love. Okay, so let's start with this open to love, because this is something prominent here about love. Okay, And for some of you, again, like you've been in a relationship, you don't feel fulfilled, you don't feel happy. And so your ancestors are asking you to face the truth with that Two of Swords energy, the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. That's about facing the truth, being true to yourself, honoring your truth, validating your truth, and then moving forward and acting accordingly. And it's like, if you let fear dictate the terms to you, then that's what it will be. You will make a choice out of fear. Okay? If you let fear show you that this is what it is, this is all the options you have, this is the only way out, this is the only thing you can do, then fear, you're going to make that choice out of fear. But if you allow love to guide you, if you allow the truth to guide you, even if the truth is hurtful, even if it's going to be painful, choosing the truth, choosing love, open yourself up to that, because again, you have your ancestors' full support. Some of you are so in tune with your ancestors, you feel like you're betraying your ancestors by, moving in a different direction, whatever that is for you, okay? And you feel like maybe that's a betrayal, and your ancestors are coming through saying, no, it's not. You betray yourself when you're not true to yourself. You betray yourself when you let fear, choose your terms or make the choices for you. When you let fear guide you, that's the betrayal. There's no betrayal in being honest with yourself. There's no betrayal in being choosing love and letting love guide you, okay? Because again, you have their full support. So open to love, open yourself to fulfillment. They want you to build on that. They want you to build like, what does fulfillment feel like for you? What does love, true love feel like for you? What does true happiness feel like for you? What does emotional fulfillment and emotional freedom feel like for you? They want you to open yourself up to that and like open yourself up, because again, many of you are the leader. It doesn't matter your gender here. You're the leader of your family. You're leading your family into the next frontier, into the next, the next level. So they're like, if the leader is unhappy, if the leader is not fulfilled, if the leader is feeling blocked or settling or doing things according to what everyone else thinks and expects from them, then how can the leader really thrive? How can the leader really be successful? How can the leader really, achieve the things that the leader is meant to achieve? So they really want you to dive deep on that and really get in tune with that, okay? And get in tune with what is your truth. They want you to build on this energy of whole self-health, and it's like balance, healthy mind, healthy body, healthy mind, body, soul, okay? And valuing your health, valuing your physical health, valuing your mental health, valuing your stability, building a steady, sturdy, firm foundation on love, on mind, body, soul, health, a healthy life, healthy leader, all of those type of things, okay? They want you to be grateful. They want you to build on gratitude, build on appreciation, build on peace and harmony, and knowing, again, you're so supported. I want to continue to say that because your ancestors are like coming through, like say it again, because it's like some of you feel like you're going to let people down, or you're going to let your ancestors down if you choose this path or you go in this direction. And it's like your ancestors is like, you'll never let us down. Like the fact that you're bold enough to choose happiness, to choose fulfillment, to choose to like do this and do that, because your ancestors trust you so much. So it's like the fact that you're being bold, you're being brave, and you're honoring your truth, and you're allowing them to show you like you can never let them down. And they want you to know that. And they want you to know that it's like, again, you have more options than you think. You're not stuck. You have more options than you realize, okay? They want you to also have this connection with nature and like show within your leadership of the family, and like building on like this connection with the earth, and building on like this appreciation of the earth, and building on like the appreciation of how things work on earth, and like the things that we have on earth, like valuing that and protecting that, and looking at it like it's sacred, and like trusting that, and like trusting the resources and honoring the resources and protecting the earth and being a guardian of that. Okay, because like even if it starts with like recycling, even if it starts with like conserving, or like, you know, energy conservation and things like that, like teaching the family members these things so these things can continue to be built upon and passed down. And finally, they want you to explore your creativity. Many of you are so gifted, you're so talented. You know, you have been building your legacy maybe on one thing, and your ancestors want you to know that you're so creative, so talented, so gifted that you can build on so many different things. Like, let's just say, you know, people know you to be one, like in one career. Okay, that's kind of like how they know you. That's what you built your legacy or your reputation on. Okay, they want you to know that that's not just the landing point for you. That's not just it for you. Like, you're meant to build in multiple careers and multiple industries and doing multiple different things. And the more you explore yourself, dive deeper into your creativity and what you're passionate about and what brings you that fulfillment, the more you could build on it and find it. And because again, many of you are the leader and you're leading by example. You're leading your family in the generations to come by example. Now let's find out, what do they want you to release? Okay. High priest or priestess, galactic, health. Okay, there's a lot of emphasis on health here. Okay. And leaving or travel. Okay. Oh wow, sorry, it's got blurry. A lot of emphasis on health. So for me, this is saying like leaving behind any patterns, releasing any patterns that are detrimental to your health. Whether this is your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, emotional health, whatever it is, leaving behind addictions, unhealthy patterns, unhealthy thoughts, unhealthy beliefs, anything that is detrimental to your health, because again, you're meant to be healthy mind, body, spirit. So releasing all of those things that can affect your health. Okay. And sometimes it's like, there could be stress, anxiety, depression, things like that. That can manifest into physical problems, physical health issues as well. So, you know, being mindful of that and being mindful how it all connects, mind, body, soul. Okay. Leaving behind this, with this high priest or priestess, this is about honoring your intuition and trusting yourself and trusting that you have been trusted. Many of you have been trusted with the legacy. You know, you're holding the family on your back. You know, you're guiding the family one by one, day by day. It's like trusting that you have been given the clarity, the truth, the downloads, the information, the understanding of how to move forward, how to do the things that you're meant to do. And like, you've been trusted with it. You've been trusted with the keys. You know, they trust you. So you have to trust yourself, and you have to be true to yourself, and you have to honor your own divinity and honor your own intuition. Okay. Not being afraid of change, not being afraid, like releasing any fear around change, releasing any fear around moving in a different direction, releasing any fear about pivoting, releasing any fear about being flexible on things. You know, all of these things kind of connect. Okay. So releasing any fears you have around that. Like, let's just say you've been working on some type of business venture, and all of a sudden it's just going in a direction where basically your intuition, your logic, everything is pointing to, you need to abandon this. You need to just let it go. And you may be feeling very like, even if it's like a business opportunity, a career, a job, whatever, you may be feeling like really heartbroken about it. You may be feeling very sad and upset. But everything is pointing to like, you need to let it go. So not being fearful of that, and not being fearful of trusting yourself, like even though you may not want to do it, but that's the best decision. Trusting it and not having any fear. Trusting yourself. There's a big energy around trusting yourself. Really trust yourself. And finally, trusting, like releasing any type of like, some of you have like, again, you're highly evolved. You know, you have had many lifetimes here on earth. You have a spiritual family, soul family, galactic family. Trusting the information that comes down from that, trusting the downloads, trusting your intuition, because Many of you receive a lot of different downloads from different frequencies within this universe. That's not just your ancestors. It could be your star family, your starseed family, your spiritual family. It's so much your spiritual team. So you get a lot of information because you're a channel. Many of you channel that information as well. So trust it. There's a lot about trust. And some of you may have been like growing up, like intuition wasn't something that was really honored in your family. And now you're here to like change that. You're here to change that story. You're here to switch it up. You're here to show the next generation that you can trust your intuition and you can trust your logic and your reasoning and use both of these things together to move forward. Okay? Let's get your final messages. Life is a mystery. Freedom is yours. Wow, this is basically confirming what we've been going over. Dream the world into being and be generous of spirit. Okay, so right now you're being asked to trust in the mystery of life and know that freedom is yours. Freedom is yours, but you have to claim it. We have these things available to us: support, love, abundance, freedom. But we have to claim it. We have to honor it. We have to own it. And if you want to be free mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, you have to claim it. You have to own it. You have to start affirming that within yourself. And the more you affirm it within yourself, the more you will be aligned with those steps to align you with true freedom, true liberation. And that's freedom on all levels. When you really get on this journey of self-enlightenment, self-improvement, and whatever you want to call it, it's really about that freedom and not being chained and locked into anything. Okay? Being free. Now, does that mean you can't be in a connection, a romantic connection, and still be free? Of course you can. Okay? But this is about your own individual freedom. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, okay? Trust in the mystery of life. Trust where you're being guided. Really get in tune with what is your truth. What brings you fulfillment? What brings you happiness? What brings you, where do you see that going? And trust in this mystery. Okay, trust in the unknown. Trust in where you're being guided to go. Don't fear change. Be generous of spirit. This is saying, continue to be generous, but again, have those healthy boundaries. Having that equal give and take in your connections, in your relationships, in your situations. And finally, dream the world into being. So whatever it is, these downloads that you receive, these ideas, this inspiration that you have, you are equipped to bring these things to life, to dream it into being, to visualize it, and it grounds. Many of you are master manifestors. You have the ability to ground and create anything. So these dreams that you have can ground, but it's like, are you ready to bring it to life? Are you ready to choose freedom? Are you ready to choose love? Or are you going to choose fear? These are just like that question. Are you going to choose love or are you going to choose fear? And because you have the ability to do it. And many of you are getting into alignment, or you are in alignment, because we have 37, 38. And this is about alignment and forward momentum, things moving forward. But it may feel mysterious. You may not know what's happening next, and that's okay. Surrender, let go, and allow. So if no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Continue to be honest and true to yourself. Choose freedom, choose love, okay? Don't let fear lie to you anymore. Be proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you. Continue to shine your light. Love yourself, accept yourself, honor yourself. Be true to yourself. You are the leader of your family. Continue to lead your family. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Hi, File 3. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. My name is Nicole. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Okay, Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace, okay? Build with your ancestors. So, your ancestors want you to build with gratitude and grace, being very graceful with your moves, being very graceful with your actions, having that dignity, having that integrity, having that, that leadership ability, but also having just this gratitude, having this this humbleness. But when I say humble, sometimes humbleness can be taken out of context, and people could look at it from a place of like, I don't know. But anyway, it's like being humble, but let me not say humble, but just so grateful. Just so much gratitude. So much gratitude for where you are, where you're going, your success. Completely grateful and graceful with everything that it is that you're doing and you're building, and letting that energy guide you, letting love, gratitude, and grace guide you with what you're creating, what you're building, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, let's get some more. This is really beautiful. And many of you, it's like your ancestors definitely speak to you. Oh wow, this is like the extra card. Okay, let's put that up. They speak to you through animal spirit guides. Okay, all right. Princess of, this is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Star. Okay, let me get a couple more. Pile 3 here. 5 of Wands, and one more. And the High Priestess. Okay, so build with your ancestors. Your ancestors want for you to, they really want for you to, many of you, you have this beautiful light, okay? This beautiful, luminous, vibrant light. And it really just shines. And many of you, it's like your light is a beacon for others. Like you light up the world for so many people. You help to heal people through your light. You guide people through your light. Your light is just so beautiful. Your ancestors really want you to honor that. They really want you to honor your abilities. They want you to honor your psychic abilities. They want you to honor your talents, your gifts, your creative abilities, your artistry, okay? They want you to honor it and own it and really build on that. They really want you to build on the notion of you can make anything, you can create anything. Your light, the type of power that you hold through your light, the type of gifts that you hold through your light, the things that you're here to build and create are going to be healing. Many of you are building things, or you're creating things that are meant to heal people, that are meant to help people, that are meant to provide the truth or provide clarity or provide support. All those different type of things that people need. Your ancestors really want you to continue to build on that and continue to build on the fact of having that intention in whatever it is that you create, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you build, that you're intending for it to be healing. You're intending for it to give love, or you're intending for it to give that level of support, because many of you, that's part of your mission, or that's part of your legacy, or that's part of your purpose. You're here to nurture, you're here to guide, you're here to love, you're here to heal, you're here to help, you're here to support, okay? So it's like they're asking you to honor yourself more, and to honor yourself from a place of gratitude. Honor yourself, honor your journey, cherish yourself, cherish your mission, but do it from a place of gratitude, humility, and grace. And know that you're saving more lives than you realize. Know that you're helping more people than you realize. Know that you're guiding more people than you realize. And it's not for you to get caught up in the numbers game, or caught up in how many people their lives you've affected or you've touched. It's not about that, but just for you to just honor that within. Because the more you honor that within and hold yourself to that, you're honoring your purity, you're honoring your divinity, you're honoring your light, how your light is healing and guiding. It's like the more you're able to build, and the more you're able to have more grace, have more gratitude, and expand on the things that you're building. The more you're not swayed by public opinion, the more you're not swayed by what people are saying and what people are thinking and how people view you and how people perceive you, okay? The more you're able to be focused and grounded in your own gifts and how divine your gifts are and how pure they are and how they create. Your gifts allow you to manifest and ground and invent and create items and products and content that's healing, that's loving, that's guiding, that's supportive. It's like they want you to continue to build on that, continue to build on your own strength, continue to build on your own independent foundation, continue to build on your gifts. A lot of this is about your gifts, your talents, your creativity, and exploring the depths of that, exploring your own talents, like allowing yourself to be free, allowing yourself to be creative, allowing yourself to not be constrained or restrained, or allowing public opinion to push you into a box or make you feel this way or make you think this way. It's like the more you are true to yourself, authentic with yourself, honest with yourself, and honoring yourself in that way, the more you're able to build, the more success you will see, the more you will recognize, like, this is why you're here. This is what you're here to do. This is what you're here to create. This is what you're here to, how you're here to add value to others, how you're here to give back to the collective and to bring more of that light, anchor more of that light within the grid, within the earth, within the collective. Let's get some more. And many of you, there's something also, I want to point this out before we move on. There's something about your physical appearance that's also very healing to people. It's something about your physical features it's like the light shines through your physical features. So some of you are going to be on a public platform. Some of you are meant to be in the spotlight. Some of you are going to be seen as a star because your physical appearance is also healing. When people physically see you, it's something about your light shining in that way is healing, is guiding. People feel love. People feel that energy, okay? So some of you, if you have fear around that, don't have any fear. If you're being pushed in the direction of being on a public platform or being in the spotlight, your ancestors want you to know you are a star. You are a star. You're meant to shine where people can see you and people can see your beauty and connect with you in that way because you are a star, okay? Okay, now this is what they want you to build on, okay? Begin writing now. Enjoy new beginnings. Shine brightly. Wow. Respect your physical body and answer the call. Okay. So your ancestors, they want you to build on your creativity. Excuse me. Sorry about that. They want you to build on your creativity. They want you to express yourself authentically, creatively. Okay? They want you to be very expressive with your creativity and your artistry. Whatever, many of you are very multi-gifted, multi-talented here, okay? So they want for you to express your beauty, your light. They want you to build on that. They want you to just show how gifted you are, how creative you are, how you can make anything, you can do anything. I'm not saying that you're here to do everything, but whatever it is that you're going to be showing the world, because again, many of you are meant to show the world. With this shine brightly, you're meant to stand out. You're meant to be an individual. You're meant for people to see you. And not only are you meant to shine brightly, but you're meant to shine your light where it's like the world may know who you are. Like some of you, it may be a situation where almost anyone in the world will know. They see your picture, they know your name, they know what you're here to do, they know what you stand for. It's like they're meant to know you in that way. So build on that. Build on the fact that you're meant to be in the spotlight. Build on the fact that you're meant to stand out. Build on the fact that you are unique. You're an individual. You are meant to shine bright. Okay? Own it. Not only own it, but love it, embrace it, and stand in that. Stand in that, you know what? I have a beautiful light. I have a bright light. The world is meant to see my light. They're meant to see me in my glory. They're meant to see my artistry. They're meant to see my creative gifts, my creative expression. They're meant to see it and be proud of it. Build on that. Be proud of how bright you are, how bright your light shines, how you are a star, how you are meant to be seen. There's no fear around me. There's no fear around being seen. There's no fear around the world knowing who you are, or the community knowing who you are, or whatever capacity this is meant to be for you. Because some of you are meant to be like world famous, worldwide known, globally known. Some of you, it could be within your community. It could be nationally. Whatever it is, whatever capacity this is about you shining bright and loving it. Loving being in the spotlight, but not in a way of like feeling intoxicated with fame or feeling like, intoxicated with the power or intoxicated. Like, there's no intoxication here. There's just you shining bright, you loving that you're shining bright, and you shining your light for the world to see. Because again, many of you don't realize how your light is healing. It's healing, it supports, it guides, it loves, okay? People need to see it. They need to feel it. And that's why you're going to be in the spotlight. You're meant to shine bright. They want you to build on new beginnings. They want you to celebrate. They want you to embrace change. They want you to embrace new ideas, new inspiration, new relationships, new people, new situations, and celebrate it. Celebrate how far you've come. Celebrate, the journey. Celebrate what you're building on. Celebrate, when you get these wins. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the people around you with the people around you. And again, always be open. Many of you, again, you have a lot of animal spirit guides that continue to come through here. We have the turkey. I'm also seeing a lion, a brown bear, a black panther, wolves, the wolf totem, a raven as well. Your ancestors speak through the animal spirit guides as well. I'm also seeing an eagle, okay? So they want you to embrace the energies of these animal spirit guides as you build on the things that you're doing. They want you to shapeshift into these energies and use these energies to help you to build. They want you to respect your physical body. Okay? They want you to honor your physical body. Again, there's something about your physical features, but this is about you honoring yourself, mind, body, soul, particularly your physical body. So taking care of yourself, eating healthy, resting, getting your sleep, drinking water, vitamins, exercise. Rejuvenating, taking care of your physical body so you can be on, you can shine bright, you can help, you can guide. The more you take care of yourself, the more you're able to do the things that you're here to do. And your ancestors want you to build on that. They want you to have healthy routines around respecting your physical body, your mental body, and your emotional body. Okay? So if that means you have to take a break, take a break. If that means that you need to have self-care, a self-care routine or rituals around your self-care or your mental health or your emotional health, they want you to put these things into place and build on that and build routines around that, because that's very important for your journey. It's very important for the things that you're here to do. And they want you to answer the call. They want you to explore. They want you to travel. They want you to be open to adventure, to be open to new things, to be open to new people, new situations, to live. Okay, some of you may get an invitation to travel to a place for 24 hours, and you may feel like, afraid of that, or you may feel like you don't know, or there may be some doubt, or there may be questioning, and they're like, answer the call, take the adventure, go for it. Unless you're guided not to do it, don't do it. But if you're guided to go for it, they want you to go for it. And they want you to trust it, because this is how, again, your light is meant to shine in so many different places. So some of you, when you travel, you're anchoring in that light in places that need it. You're bringing the light into the darkness. So again, you may be asked to go travel somewhere do it. If you're guided to do it, do it, because your light, you're meant to shine bright. You're meant to shine your light in these places, and they want you to know that, and they want you to trust yourself, okay? And trust where you're being guided. Now let's find out, what do they want you to release? Spouse, angels, imprisonment or slavery, and baby. Okay, so I'm getting a few messages here. They want you to release any expectations you have around relationships or marriage or your romantic life. Any expectations you have around that. Some of you may have been feeling like you thought you would be married by now, or you thought you would be in a solid partnership by now, romantic partnership. They want you to release that. They want you to release the, like, when is it going to happen for me? When am I going to be in a relationship? Or when am I going to get married? Release all of that. Release expectations. Release any limitations around that. You may be feeling like, oh, it's too late for you to get married. Or, you don't have time for that. Or whatever the situation is. Release any energies around, any fear around this, or any expectations around this, okay? Some of you may need to release your past exes as well, like people from the past that you were in romantic connections with. And this is not to say that you can no longer talk to these people. It's nothing like that. But just release what was. Really forgive the person, forgive the situation, and release it. And if this person is still going to be in your life, it's going to be a different situation. It's not going to be the same. Whether you reconcile with that person or not, it's going to be different for everyone here. But release the past. Release the energy of the past with that person. Some of you may want to have a baby, or you feel like time is running out, or you want to expand your family. Release expectations around that. Okay? If you're meant to have a child or children, or to expand your family, it will happen in divine timing. But release the expectations around that. Release any fears around having a family or children or anything like that, okay? Also release any fears around bringing projects into life. Because when you, like, say for example, a project, right? This is like, you may have fear around, a project could be like a baby. So a creative project, you may have fear, like, what will people think? Will people support this? Are people going to like it? Release any fears around that, okay? When you're being guided to do the things that you're doing, you are putting that love and that grace and that humility and that healing and that care into everything that you create. So release the expectation around that. Release how are people going to receive it. I see 444 on the clock. That may be a message for someone. Release all of that. Trust yourself and trust this journey. Release all fear and expectation. Also release any type of self-limiting beliefs. Okay? There may be some beliefs around, are you good enough? Are you worthy? Are you deserving? Do you have what it takes? Release all of that. You do have what it takes. You are worthy. You are deserving. You do deserve the things that you will be receiving. You do deserve that recognition. You do deserve the accolades, the love, the respect. You deserve all of those things. You are worthy of all of those things. So trust it. Trust that many of you, you're an earth angel. So release any fears around that, or release any questions around that, or release any, self-limiting beliefs around that. You are an earth angel. You're here to heal. You're here to guide. You're here to support. You're here to love. And you're doing that with grace and gratitude. So accept that part of your journey, accept that part of your mission, and accept the part that you're shining bright within that knowing, within that truth. And that's what you're here to do. Okay, now let's get your final messages. Okay, eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Reclaim your power. Wow. And some of the, and I don't see these cards, but some of the same animal spirits that I was telling you, they're showing up. Wombat spirit, be at home. Whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Okay. So we have the Black Panther here and the eagle here. They're saying, reclaim your power. You are supported. Spirit has your back. You are very supported on this journey. You just have to trust it. You have to trust yourself, and you have to trust journey, and you have to trust that you will be diving into the unknown many times throughout this journey. You're going to be diving into the mystery of life. You're going to be diving into the depths of the world, of the earth, of life, and it's going to be very mysterious. And day to day, you may not know what's going to happen, but you have to trust it. And I'm not saying that day to day your life is changing. I mean, it could, but day to day, it's going to be like that mysterious unknown energy there. Trust it. There's no fear around it. You're so supported. Again, 44, that's popping up again. Reclaim your power. You're so powerful. You're so powerful beyond belief. See yourself the way your ancestors and your spiritual team see you. Powerful, victorious, warrior. Okay? Reclaim your power. And you reclaim that by surrendering, trusting yourself, trusting the higher powers, and letting go. Okay? Surrendering. Because you are supported. If you knew you were protected, if you knew you were supported, how would you move? So move in that way. Walk in that protection. Walk in that support. Walk in the knowing that you know yourself. You know what you're here to do. You know this journey. You may not know everything that's going to happen on this journey, but you're supported and there's no fear. You're bold, courageous, victorious. Finally, be at home. That's being at home with yourself, being at home within your foundation, being at home with the truth, with the clarity, with the trusting yourself and feeling protected, feeling loved, and feeling guided, okay? You're divinely loved, divinely guided, divinely supported. Be at home in that knowing. Be at home in that truth. Be at home within yourself, okay? Be at home within yourself, within your own light, within your own foundation, within your own independent foundation that you've been building in your own light. Reclaim your power. You are victorious. You are a warrior. You got this. You are so trusted, divinely loved, divinely supported, and protected. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. I see 222 on the clock as well. Your ancestors talk to you through those numbers. I love you. Please love yourself. Please be proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you. Honor yourself. Accept yourself. Love your individuality. Love your uniqueness. Love your gifts. Love that you are an earth angel. Love your mission. Love your journey. Trust in this journey. Trust yourself. Walk in your protection. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.